Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Doing live free picks here for the major sports. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications if you would. In today's show, we'll have picks for you from the 4 NBA playoff games. We got 15 from Major League Baseball. The NHL playoffs begin with 2 games. And at the end of the show, we'll have a Parlay peripheral segment. We'll give it a parlay or team or player props. Our capitals will make that choice. But first thing you want to do is give us that like, that thumbs up right away. Help us help our audience. I really greatly appreciate that. Whether you're watching us live or on replay, we appreciate your support in our show. Let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks because we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Hey, definitely thought I was toast. I thought the streak was coming to an end for me. And then the Braves decided that we should hit 5 in the bottom of the 8th. We'll take it to get the Braves on the run line for my 6th grade MLB play of the day. Hey, we need a little help, but we'll get the job done there. And then the rest of the MLB treated me good, and the NBA treated me good, so can't complain there. Hey, we get NHL back today as well. Excited for that too. And hey, NBA's the playoffs and the matchups are ready to go for round 1. Let's kick it off today. We finally got some real NBA action. And man, Atlanta sure tried to give Atlanta a little bit. The Atlanta tried to give the Heat some, but man, they hit overtime and they just got brick after brick, and then give it to Mitchell there. He just couldn't hit a brick. He was hitting 3 after 3 after 3. He scored about 1 point in the first half, and then all of a sudden in that second half, he just couldn't miss. He just kept hitting 3 after 3 after 3, and that just sealed it for the Atlanta Hawks.
There you go.
Good season. Bye-bye.
That's right. Miami was a Monday. Of course, Rod, you were on the right side of a couple of wild games with Atlanta, and then, of course, the Cub game. That was something that
The Cub game. Woo!
Yeah.
What a wild one that was to start the day yesterday, right? It's like one of those ones. I took the Cubs and I thought I was dead. Another one. So I'll take the couple comeback wins there to go the right way. Hey, I've been on the other side of things where it goes the wrong ways. So you turn around and look and like, what? I feel for anybody who was on Arizona in that one because, man, that big comeback scored 10 runs thinking he had it for sure going, wow, what a comeback. Yeah. And then all of a sudden turn around and look and go, that's baseball, though. That's baseball for you and wrapped up in a nutshell.
Ups and down of baseball, no doubt. Yeah, no clock in baseball except the pitching clock. Other than that, El Ninos, what's happening?
That's one of the beauties of baseball. You can't get beat by that clock. They have to get you out every time in all 9 innings. So, but anyways, good day for me yesterday. 2-0 in the NBA, 2-1 in the MLB. I wanted to put the Blue Jays in there too, but that missed my card. But I had them on my doggy video, so at least I had them there. And looking forward to keep it rolling here through the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, me as well. Yeah, I just wish the Rays could get some runs. I got what I got from Rasmussen, but the Rays just could not get anything out of the Yankee pitching. But that's going to happen like that. I had pegged it with Rasmussen. I like him a lot. I'll still obviously back him again in situations. So let's get to the NBA playoffs, guys. 4 on the board. I guess we'll do it in 2 blocks. Why not? They're 4 games. Bucks and Pacers. We got the Pacers laying 6. This opened 4.5, by the way. That's moved up to 6 now. Total 225.5. Clippers and the Nuggets. The Nuggets opened 3.5 down to 2.5. So we're seeing money here on the Clips in this one. Total 224. We start with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Bucks and the Pacers. I'm going to take the over in that one. 227 has worked its way down to 224 in most places. And I'll still take the over. I think we still cruise into the 230s the way both these offenses can score points. You look at what the Bucks did heading into these playoffs, and hey, they're hitting over 50% of their field goals, scoring 124 points. And you look at what the Pacers can do. They can do the same, hitting about 49% of their field goals and can score about 118 points a game. That gets us well into the 230s. So give me the over in that one between the Bucks and the Pacers.
There from Rod on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some good basketball here today, and I think that starts with some teams keeping it competitive early. I like the Bucks here getting the 3 points in the first half. I think, this one could be it could end up on either side at the half. It could very well be tied too. We cashed out with another 3 points. And on the Clippers, yeah, you could take that +1 at the half, but I'll just take the I see a +115 right now on the money line in the first half, so I'll take a shot on the Clippers money line first half.
Yeah, from El Nino, say what I think about these games here. Giannis has been healthy for most of the season here. Kuzma was quite at the deadline. But what I'm really impressed with this Bucks team is their three-point shooting amongst the lead leaguers in the league here, hitting 39% from three. They've shot the three well. They defended well on the road too. The defense has come back for this Bucks team. I'll take them here plus that big 6 points. I know I've always said I don't like to go against the Pacers when they're healthy, but this Bucks team is played pretty well down the stretch. I have to respect that comeback they did as well against the Timberwolves. With that, even so, it's on both sides. Of course, the defense has really improved this season. Lillard Smith will be out in this one. Shepard probable for Indiana. No injuries here. Clean injury report, Clippers and the Nuggets. I got to come in with this Clippers. This Clippers team's been red hot here down the stretch. I like the way they played. This is a Clippers team that has won, 15 of their past 17. This Denver team hit that slump in late March, early April, caused a coaching change. I give Lou the edge against an interim coach. Again, it really comes down here in these playoffs to in-game adjustments, halftime adjustments, and we're getting the series. Coaching really comes into play. I'll look for the Clippers to cover. I don't like the way the Nuggets have shot the three over their past 5 as well down the stretch, so I'll look at the Clippers in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Shows. We can close out the NBA playoffs with the final 2 games on this card. Pistons and Knicks here. We got the Knicks laying 7, total 220.5. We got T-Wolves and Lakers. The Lakers opened 5.5. This one's come down here. Money on the Timberwolves. This one now 4 for LA. Total 216.5. This one's dropped. This opened 219. So we've seen a 2.5 point drop in the total as well here in this game. So some line movement there. We start with Rod.
Yeah, for me, this one, in these couple, give me the Pistons here, plus the points. How can you not? Love seeing the Pistons here finally making the playoffs. Over their stumbling and bumping the last couple of years. Hey, good to see them in there. And they're playing solid on the road. 8-1 ATS on the road versus any Atlantic Division opponent this year. And then when they're rested, they play even better. 6-2 ATS on the road this year when rested in this rest advantage spot. So I like them here. And then you look what the Knicks are as a favorite of between 6.5 and 12 points. 8-12 ATS are the Knicks. So I'll grab the points with the Pistons here. They got a shot, I think, to outright the Knicks come into this one, and Cunningham and company could outright the Knicks. Should be a good one. I can't wait for this game as well. So I think the Pistons plus the points.
Yep, they won the season series against them as well.
Yeah,
and had a really good success against the Knicks. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah, again, I'm going to stick with my same theme here today. I think the blowouts, it looks like, are going to be more set up for tomorrow, but I think today's games should be more on the competitive side. So I'm going to stick to my dogs in the first half here, and I think we're getting some pretty good value on the money line, actually. But let me see. Pistons +4 in the first half. It looks real good to me, too.
Yeah, from Malnino, say what I think about these games. I like the over in Detroit, New York. I think what happens in these playoffs, what we've seen over the years, the playoffs, a little bit more space on the court early on. Then the adjustments come, and you get that really tight defense you get later in the series, right? So I look for the unders from game 5 on. I look for the overs in the early part of these series, and I like the over here with Detroit and New York. You look at New York's past 5 home games, averaging about 114 points per 100 possessions, and the Pistons' defense have kind of tailed off a little bit here over the past 4 road games, give 119 points per 100 possessions. But New York has been a very good shooting and scoring team on their home court, averaging 118 points per game. Detroit's played pretty much at an above average pace on the road, and they've shot the ball well on the road. I got to give the Pistons credit here on the road this year, 48%. Averaging 116 points per game. Again, I think it's going to be a little loosey-goosey early on in this series. And then as we get deeper into these are 7-game series. As we get deeper in, I think we'll start seeing the unders pop in. But I like the over there. The Lakers have covered 2/3 of their home games. I'm going to take back the Lakers here. They do it at home. They're vulnerable on the road, though. That's the one thing I'll be looking to go against them. I probably will go against them on the road. But at home, you're giving me a little more than a possession. Remember the free throw situations. The Lakers are going to win the free throw battle. They're going to get to the line, and of course, foul situations come big here in the playoffs, where you get some of their guys in foul trouble. Gobert's never been someone I trust in the playoffs there. So I'll look at the LA in this one. One thing to note here, the Lakers' three-point shooting has been outstanding here. This used to be a thorn in their side for years, 44% down the stretch. And again, LA has covered nearly 2/3 of their games at home. And I'll look at them in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show. Still like, yep, house of disappointment for a reason, but I'm going to call them the road of disappointment as well, and not just the home. Yeah, I don't trust them on the road, these Timberwolves. All right, we'll continue here on the 26th morning show. We'll turn our attention to Major League Baseball here. We'll do this. We'll do the first five on the block, 3 blocks of 5 on this 15-game card. Remember, the Nationals and Colorado make up their doubleheader tomorrow on Easter Sunday, so they're going to give you a gift there with a doubleheader for Colorado fans. Marlins and Phillies. The Phillies here 213, total 10.5. This one's jumped up here. You'll see Royals and Tigers. Tigers $1.26, total of 8. D-backs and Cubs again. What a difference in the total here. The Cubs $1.11, total 7.5. So you know what's going on there. Mariners and Blue Jays here. We got the Mariners $1.21 on the road, total of 8. Cardinals and Mets. The Mets $1.68, total 8.5. We get started with Rod.
Hey, look, Zach Collins on the mound for Arizona there in that one. You're not fooling me again this time. I'm going to completely fade you the rest of the season. Nope. I figured you would have a good start at home last time out, and you didn't. You stink. Zach has fallen. Oh, full regression mode for Zach fallen. I'll take the Cubs there. Their bats scored plenty yesterday. I think they can score some more here on Zach fallen. So give me the Cubs right back to him today. And then another one I like in the spot, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep taking Detroit. Kansas City on the road still. Hey, look, they just keep stacking up the L's in that one. Now Lugo's on the mound. We know what Lugo's been all about. Converted reliever into a starter, got the bag, and now he's quite happy. So his numbers haven't been the greatest. And why does he have to step up? He's already got paid. In that one. So give me the Tigers with my eyes on the bump. We've seen it plenty of times when pitchers, they collect their bag. The velocity slows down. Everything starts to slow down because they try to conserve their arm a little more and go a little longer so they can collect as much of that bag as they can. So I've seen it. Give me the Tigers there in that one for Ron. Go Tigers, buddy. Just continue to roll it home. You can't fade them there in that spot.
Yeah, Lou got us $15 million a year for 4 years because the last year's a player option. So he got it. He got his money. He got his money.
Got his bag. Yeah,
that's it. On over to Alninos.
Yeah, I liked them a lot yesterday at that plus money. You know, obviously it was a tougher pitching matchup, but I didn't think it warranted that big of a plus price. I like them again today. I just don't necessarily love laying this juice. It's not too pricey though. I'm probably going to end up. I mean, I am on them. I just haven't put them in yet. It's probably going to end up as a premium pick too. I mean, yeah, they've just been the better team so far this year, and mine's a good starter. So, as Rod said too, I think they get to Lugo here a little bit, and yeah, this offense keeps rolling. And same for the Blue Jays here. We're still getting them as dogs. So yeah, this one is a tougher pitching matchup. Berrios, not the best starter, but surprisingly enough, he does have better numbers against this lineup than Gilbert does against Toronto. So I think this Blue Jays lineup is the better one too. So I'll take the Blue Jays here at money line.
Yeah, from Alan, tell what I think about these games. Yeah, I also agree here with the Tigers. Casey's lost 9 of 11 on the road. Tigers have won 7 of 8 at home, and they're hitting 269. The Royals just $188 on the road, and their bullpen's been kind of pounded over the past 7 games. We look at Detroit against these poor offensive teams at home, 23-12 against AL teams that average 4.4 runs per game or fewer. It's a +6 unit return the past 1+ seasons. Lugo's FIP is a concern. Don't be fooled by that ERA. His strikeouts are down. His walks are up. His home runs are up. He's given up almost 2 home runs per 9 innings. Velocity's down. His FIP is 5.70. That's a massive regression there for Lugo. Mize has been pretty solid here. I'll take Detroit in that one as well. I agree with the over in the Arizona, Chicago. Don't care if the wind's blowing in. Gallen against these good teams, 7-0 the over against teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage the past 1+ seasons here there. So Arizona hits well in day, 276. The Cubs have hit well in these day games. So I look for some runs scored in that one as well. All right. Also, what do we got here? Let's see what I got in that other game here. I'm going to go run line with the Mets and get the plus price here. Cardinals have lost, 7 of the first 8 on the road where they hit just 238. The bullpen has not been good. The bullpen blew the game. New York has hit better in their home games and a fantastic bullpen ERA of 1.57. And looking at St. Louis, have not been produced good. They've been run line losers here in their 7 road games this season. It's been ugly for them in the run line here. Matter of fact, let's see what we got here. I thought if I could refresh this. They've had some struggle. Even though it was a 1-run game last year, they have lost about 3.5 units in run lines. So I'll take the Mets here on the run line. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we continue here with Major League Baseball as we hit the middle of the card here. And the next 5 will be Guardians and Pirates. We got in this one, we've got the Pirates favored. Skeens is on the mound. Pirates $1.63, total 7.5. Reds at Orioles. The Reds got that good offensive production yesterday. Orioles $1.11, total 9. Dodgers and the Rangers. Look at this. Rangers favored $1.09, a total 8.5. I think Ohtani might be. What's it? Is that? I read something about Ohtani.
Parental leave, yeah.
Parental leave, right?
Parental
okay,
leave,
yeah.
Yeah.
Parental leave. There, right there. He's going to have to be a child being born there. So Texas $1.09 to 8.5. Nationals and Rockies. Nats up to $1.30 here, total 9. White Sox and Red Sox. Red Sox. Here we go now. 320 now. We're starting to see the threes against the White Sox. Total sits here at 9. I should be looking at these pitchers to see if there's any changes. In the first block of games, there have been no changes in the starting pitching here. Let's take a look at the next 5 here to see if there's been any changes, and I don't see any changes at all. So it looks like we still have our overnight pitchers there in this block as well. So we start with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at that the White Sox game. Look at Shane Smith, and on any other team, he'd be like, "Ooh, look at this guy! He's actually pitching pretty good." He went in all 3 of his starts. He went 5.2 innings, 6 innings, and 6 innings, and he's given up 2 hits, and 5 hits. Giving up 2 runs, no earned runs, 2 earned runs, all equated to losses for the team because they can't get any run support. Poor guy. This guy's going to pitch well. Give me the under in the first 5 there in that one for the White Sox in Boston. I think he does well again. He goes those first 5 innings, you see, and pitches well, but he doesn't get any run support. Poor guy. Would lead to the White Sox first 5. Then maybe they can get him some run support in Boston. But I'll take the under in the first 5 in that matchup because Shane Smith's been pitching well. He's just been on a bad team. Tough when that happens. We've seen it plenty of time with pitchers. And then the one that the line that looks to me that looks really funky, real funky. Like funky. Why is the Reds why are the Reds at a -105 with Hunter Green rolling on the mound? You tell me that. Why isn't Hunter Green at least a -140, 145, 150? He's been rolling along. And what's Baltimore rolling out? Some guy named Young. His first start. Yikes. There's somebody knows something there. Give me the Baltimore Orioles. It looks like that just looks like they're trying to cook you right into the Reds like they did the Padres yesterday. Going, come on. Don't you want it? Hunter Green, you only have to lay almost even money in a 105. Nah, no chance. I'm not getting cooked into that one. No way. Give me the Baltimore Orioles in that matchup. And then I think that's why the Dodgers line yesterday late moved was the news of Ohtani. So all of a sudden it was like, woo, what was that? We're getting them on the gift. Hey, guess what? We're getting the Dodgers on the cheap again. I'll take the Dodgers there in that one. I don't trust Texas here with Eovaldi on the mound. There's still enough pop in that Dodgers lineup to be able to score plenty of runs on Texas, even if it takes late in the bullpen to get the job done. We'll take the Dodgers in that one.
You still got Mookie in there. You still got Freeman in there. Rich is there. So that's just you lose Ohtani, but you still got a bunch of guys that can rack up in that Dodger lineup, no doubt about that. Will Smith now moves to the number 2 hole there. Teoscar is now the leadoff. Will be the cleanup hitter at 4. Muncy there at third base today. So they still got the bats in there on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I may take a shot on the Pirates -1 here. Don't love it, but why not take a shot on Skeens and have a little fun with it? I may fall with for the green trap. Set me up. I'll take a shot. But if you want to lay juice with him, go ahead and take him. They're minus 120 in the first 5. If that makes you feel better about backing brown. I mean greens here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm also on my Dodgers. Again, yeah, as we already mentioned twice, no Otani, but they still got plenty left in that lineup, and I think Sasaki keeps improving here as the season goes on, so they should be okay there. And I want to take a shot on the Nationals, but I think it's a bit too much juice to lay with them. Although the Rockies have been terrible. They've had some tough series though to start the season, but again, they're not a very good team either. So I might end up taking a shot on the Nationals. Don't love it, and I don't know. I think we have to take a shot on the White Sox here, just out of principle. This is a crazy price, and maybe as Rob mentioned, Shane Smith's a pretty good starter. They're still plus 245 in the first 5. You can get them plus half a run, plus 150. I think the better value is on the money line though. So. Again, not a huge bet or anything, but just a little fun bet I think is worth taking a shot there.
I'm not a big first 5 guy, but didn't they turn positive Venus in the first 5 of the White Sox last year?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, they were they were right money. They made money for you in the first 5.
Positive in the first 5, yeah, because they and look at this picture. They have a nice picture. It's rolling along. So then most of the time it's 0-0. So the that plus half has usually been money for you. Even on the money line, I think they've won a couple first 5s. Their bullpen killed late.
Oh yeah, the bullpen is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful there. No doubt about that. Yeah, I'm going to take the Dodgers as well here. LA against right-handed starters this season, with they're now 10-3. And the only issue here with Texas, they don't hit against National League, $1.93. Their bullpen's near 6 here. LA bullpens perform better on the road. LA's won 2/3 of the games as road favorites of even money to minus 150, returning 5 units here the past couple of seasons. Rangers here at this coin flip price have lost 5 units here the past 2+ seasons. So I'll look at the Dodgers in that spot. Give me the under here in Skeens Day. Pittsburgh hitting just $1.74 in the day. This Guardians bullpen in 8-day games, bullpen 161, but they're not hitting as well. Pirates bullpen has been in better form over their past 7. And we look at these Guardians against NL starters with a whip of 1.25 or lower the past +1+ seasons, 16-3 to the under. So I like the under in that game as well here. I'm going to go under with Red Sox and White Sox. White Sox can't hit on the road, but we got a decent pitcher up there for the White Sox to start the season here, to start this game. Look under there. As I said last night, we got the same pitching matches. I'm going to take Colorado. The Colorado just fired their hitting coach. They brought in, what was his name? Clint Hurdle. That's a weird situation. You fired him a few years ago as your manager, and you bring him back as your hitting coach, which was kind of strange there. But anyway, the reason why, look at Washington is 2-8 on the road, losing 6.5 units. Okay, they bat 199. The issue with the Rockies now, like I said yesterday, the Rockies have hit 280 at home. But the problem in those 6 games, they left 53 runners on base. And I'm going to tell you right now, Nationals bullpen, if they faced the Nationals bullpen in those games, they'd probably leave only half of those guys. Half of those guys would score against them. So for me, it's the situation here is that you're facing a horrible bullpen, and you're not going to leave that many guys on base. Those guys are going to score. So I'll take the plus money with Colorado in that spot there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Nix Morning Show as we continue on here as we close out Major League Baseball with these final 5 games. We got Yankees and Rays again. We got the Rays here, $1.27, total of 9. Padres and Astros, fool me once or fool me twice. Well, now the Padres favorite now. Favorite here, $1.15 on the road, total 8. The homeless, homeless couldn't make it yesterday, but we'll see what they do today. Brewers, $1.22, total 8.5. Twins and Braves. The Braves now $2. Wow. Do you think they'd be like a 600 team when you're willing that kind of money? 201, total 8. And those Angels, hey, they're for real. They got the win yesterday. They shut out the Giants, but maybe it was road fatigue. Giants here, our favorite, $1.30, total 8.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, you look at this matchup, Houston, San Diego. Hey, I will take San Diego here again today because you look at, after their loss, they finally got the out. But look what Michael King's doing. He's been dealing all season long. So give me the Padres there. And what do the Astros do? Hey, they get a win. and they don't follow it up with another win. They're very good at win one, lose one, win one, lose one, and then they just get a nice little streak at the end of the year to get them into the playoffs. We've seen it plenty of times down the stretch. So I like the Padres to bounce back with Michael King on the mound, because it's possible that he could pitch another complete game like he did last time and go 9 innings and not even have to use that bullpen. So give me the Padres bounce back there in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at in the MLB late action is where is it? Give me the over 8.5 here between the Angels and San Fran. I think the Angels might unload on Roop. Roop is about to get Roop is there in that one. So I like, we've seen a 2-0 in that first one, but hey, a lot of travel for both those squads yesterday over the last day or so. While they got that game in, got a good night's sleep, and now we're ready to go for a game that we can see both these offenses crack open, and we get an over with a lead to the Angels to get the job done there again as well in that one.
There from Rob, we went over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I agree on that Angels pick late there. I think, Hendricks has great numbers against this lineup. Wade has got to him a little bit, but if he can pitch around him, he has really good numbers against the rest of this lineup. And there was some other stuff I liked here. Yeah, I like the Yankees, but I think most of the value is gone there. And at the end of the day, this is a pretty tough pitching matchup. Again, though, it's one of those tricky ones where Carrasco has better numbers against the Rays than Baz has against the Yankees. But, he's still on the Yankees. Just hate that most of the value is gone, though.
There from El Nino. So I tell you what I think about these games. I like the over New York and Tampa Bay. The Yankees hit well. Both teams hit well in the day games here. The Rays 288 against right-handed starters. Carrasco's really struggled there. We look at the Rays 20-16, the over, facing these good AL offenses that average 4.9 runs per game or greater the past 2+ seasons. I'll look over there. I'll take the Brewers. Brewers have been good at home. We're now winners of 8 of the first 11. And we look here at this Brewers bullpen. They have performed better at home this season. The Athletics have had struggles against right-hand starters the past 2+ seasons, losing 12 units there. And, man, when you get the Brewers favored at home, even money to -150, 61-30 over 2/3 of their games, returning 24 units. I'll look at Milwaukee there. Yeah, I'm going to take the Padres in this one. Listen, they're still 11-1 against right-handed starters here. And San Diego's hit very well against America. Hey, they competed yesterday. 4 runs you should win with that pitch. The way that pitching staff has been going, 4 runs should have got the job done. But hey, that's the way it goes in baseball. You look at this Padre bullpen has performed well. I'll take him there. And give me Minnesota with the big plus. I'm not going to lay $2 on this Atlanta team, especially with the Sale that's struggled out of the gates, and ERA 6.5, high whip there. He's getting hurt by the home run ball. Look at the 7 night games. Twins 253 against right-handed starters this season. The Braves have lost 12 of 15 against righty starters this year. Minnesota in the first 10 road games, a good ERA from their Minnesota Twins bullpen, and the Atlanta bullpen past 6 game ERA in year 5. Give me that big plus money there with this Minnesota Twins team there. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we'll turn our attention to the hockey playoff, NHL playoffs. Only 2 today. As I was said before, the same TV partners in the U.S. are televising the NBA and NHL playoffs. So we're going to have these funky schedules here. And no doubt about that. Usually we would get 4 games, but they're now on TBS and TNT.
That's why
and
the
ESPN.
4 p.m. start. That's why the weird. I was like, why are we at 4 p.m.? What was a 4 p.m. start on a hockey game? I was like, that's why.
Yeah, they're on the TV. Yeah, both television networks are televising both sports, which is funky there. We usually would get the 4 games, but they don't want to go against the 4 NBA. So the TV partners. So here we go. Blues and Jets here. We've got the Jets here, $1.93, total 5. These are all game 1, 7-game series here. And then we go to Avalanche at Stars. We have the Avs favored $1.45, total of 6. We go over to Rod.
Yeah, you look at these ones. Hey, it's the playoffs, so let's take an under in St. Louis and Winnipeg. I think it was a 5.5. That's long gone. I think you can find a 5.5 if you want to lay $1.40 in juice. That's what I'm looking at, a 5.5. But at 5, I can still see a little bit of plus money there. I'll grab the 5. most likely this finishes 3-2. Unless pops an empty netter, but I'm telling you, I'll take it under in this one because it is first of 3 wins. That matchup between Bennington and Hellebuck going, 2 solid goalies. Definitely goals come at a premium in that one. And then the other one, everybody's going to hump Colorado because they're going to hear the news of Jason Robertson. Oh, no, Jason Robertson. It's all going to be over. There's still some guys that can score some goals on that Dallas squad. And they still got a goalie in goal named Ottinger. He's brought in the team to the last 2 Western Conference Finals. Who's on the other side? Guy named Blackwood. He came from the San Jose Sharks. How much playoff experience does Blackwood have? Not a lot. Not a lot. He's going to be a nervous Nelly in there. Give me the hometown crowd. They're going to be loud in Dallas. It's the hometown crowd. You're going to give me a +30 with the Dallas Stars team. In this one, I will take a shot. Give me Dallas on the money line in that one to win game 1.
You know, I asked a question here about empty net goals. I was curious here. What's the strategy in the regular season and postseason? In the postseason, are you more apt to, if you're up 1 and you have the puck, are you more apt to just puck possession, get closer to the goal, and not try to make that long shot? Is it more of that strategy? Because I noticed in the playoffs that these teams are a little bit more conservative. They're not likely to make that long shot. They're more likely to just hold the puck, look for someone to pass to, get a more closer in shot at an empty net.
Yeah, see, I find in the playoffs, you don't pull the goalie as early either. I find in the playoffs it's more closer to the old school style where it's closer to that last minute 10, minute 15. In the regular season, when you're down 1, I see them pulling it with about 90 seconds, minute and a half left in that period. So they go at it a little more. But I think in these playoffs here, you're going to see minute left, minute and 10, down 2. You'll see the 2 minutes. Teams down 2 in playoffs, they pull goalies a lot earlier than 2 minutes. Is basically Patrick Waugh did that. He started pulling the goalies early and set it off in the NHL to pull the goalie with over 90 seconds when you're down 2. But when you're down 1, you in the playoff type of game, it's closer to a minute you pull the goalie. And then, yes, you do. You're just trying to dump it out. You don't care about the icing. If you hit the net, cool. So, yeah, you're still going to see that same defensive shot. Just get it out. What they try to do now and teach is the launch it up into the air and then have it come bouncing down into center ice. But what happens sometimes is they try to bounce it off the glass. And then sometimes you get yourself in trouble and it goes right over the glass and you get yourself a penalty. So I've seen that plenty of times, but that's what they try to teach them now is launch it up and then it'll bounce down in center ice area. And then the team that has to go back, pick up the puck and kill some more time that way instead of trying to launch it all the way down for the icing.
You try to avoid the I think in these situations, these are playoff teams. You try to avoid the icing in your own zone as much as possible if you're the defensive team. I noticed that a lot.
Killing the clock is what they call it. The way to kill the clock in the NHL late when you're up 1.
You know, from Rod on over El Nino's.
Yeah, that total getting really low there in that Jets Blues game. Hey, two good goalies going at it in the playoff game. Probably fair enough, but I don't know if I can get there with the under there. So best of luck to Rod. I'll take the Jets -1, though. I think they're the better team here, and they should get off to a good start at home. Yes, very juicy on the money line, but if you split your bet up, you can get them the -1 around -120. So I'll take that. And, yeah, that Avalanche Stars series, wow, that should be a good one. As of right now, I'm leaning Avalanche, but do I want to lay that juice on the road? Haven't yet. Not yet. Because, I don't think it's going to be a sweep here. And I think the Stars do put up a good fight, especially at home. So should be a great one to watch. Leaning Avalanche. Haven't bet it yet.
There we go. Got 2 playoff games, 6 Eastern and 8:30 Eastern tonight for the NHL playoffs. Primetime coverage there. The afternoon early stuff belongs to the NBA. There. So we got you covered there. Well, also, the season just did end not too long ago on Thursday. So, that's the way it rolls here. NHL. Of course, they said because of the Nations Cup, they had to really get these games in. So that's also, too, a situation there. All right.
It was a longer All-Star break, right?
Yeah.
What was it, almost 2 weeks there for the All-Star break? And this is why you got to jam some games in early. But talk about staggered. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there's some.
It's like the NHL. It's like the NBA playoffs, right? They stagger the games. They're doing the same thing. Of course, the same TV partners that have the NBA now have the NHL. So guess what? We get the same type of scheduling, right? With the staggered starts there. So that's how it looks there today. All right. We got you through our NHL segment. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where our cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop. They want to make this play it straight or game of the future. We got a lot of games in the future. We got game one on Tuesday from the NHL playoffs there. So you can stagger when they start. So we start with Rod.
And for me, we're going to stick with today's card. We're going to go with the Padres on the money line, the Dodgers on the money line, and throw in the Dallas Stars to get the job done over the outs today. A little three-teamer for you.
There from Rod on over to El Ninos.
I'll go Tigers. I'll go Jets -1 if you want. You can money line it on a parlay. Again, parlays I can forgive a big money line. And the last one will be. Shoot, I closed my NBA page. We'll go with. Sorry, guys. The Bucks in the first half.
There from
or actually the Pistons first half +4.
Pistons first half. All right, there we go from El Nino. Tell you what I like here. Give me the Lakers laying the points with the Rockies and the Padres with my three-teamer. All right, we got you through that segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just gave you our free picks, but if you want our best plays, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's where we have our best bets and our premium plays. We'll see what Rod's got going over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod coming off a monster day yesterday. The 2,315 units of product for the year. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me, over at Tony's Picks today, got a few plays going. I got my NHL one-timer play, best bet on the ice. I got my best bet in the MLB. Hey, we've hit 6 straight on it. Looking to make it 7 straight winners there. And then I got an NBA triple for you going in the NBA playoffs. Or you can get all that included into the Super Saturday 5-pack where you'll get that NBA triple, the MLB play, and the NHL play as well. So as you see, we've been heating up this week after a ride slump. So coming out of the slump, we're starting to heat up and moving in the other direction. So buy low, sell high. We're heating up. Now's the time to jump aboard. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well at Tony's Picks. As you can see, I'm not the only hot capper at Tony's Picks. I have 2 cappers putting money in your pocket. Can't go wrong with that. Hit the link in the description. Head on over. Join me. Let's have a big winning day. Let's crush our 7th MLB play. We'll love the hockey today, too. So jump aboard. Let's have a big winning Saturday.
Big winning Saturday here with Rod over at Tony's Picks. A lot on the board. You may consider the long-term pass. That 3-day pass is a bargain right now. There's a lot of playoff action here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that 3-day pass, you consider that instead of buying the plays all individually. But you can do that as well. Remember, all the 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So Rod is loaded here at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, let's take a look and see what Al Ninos has got going over at Tony's Picks. Al Ninos put together really good numbers up here from the NBA. Great NBA year for Al Ninos. Al, what's for sale?
Got my best bet in the NBA there, my $19 best bet, and also got my a separate play in the NBA. I got also my best bet in the MLB, as well as a couple extra plays, one in each sport so far. Nothing in the NHL yet. Try to get the play there too, but so far I got a couple extra plays, one in each, one the NBA, one the MLB for everyone on the long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes. And I should have a Steam play as well in the NBA, so always a good idea to grab those long-term and 2-for-1 capper passes.
Very good. Again, Onias over at Tony 60. He's got some best bets on the board right now. Remember, Al mentioned the late Steam. All of our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we handicap throughout the day and night, looking for winners for our long-term subscribers. And late Steam are plays that we put in the system between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time. Those plays are emailed to customers who purchase a long-term subscription. So if you buy a 3-day pass and you're looking for late plays, well, you'll get those in your email box from the cappers using the email you use when you sign up for the service. That's late Steam play. I don't see that on any of the sites, but if you get a long-term subscription, you'll get those plays in your box from the cappers you choose. So get on board with El Ninos long-term. You can start as a 3-day pass to try them out. And you can also apply the promo code TonyT checkout. knock off that 15% off. So get on board. I'll need us over at Tony'sPicks.com. Look for a bounce back for me from baseball. I have a best bet on the board right now for Major League Baseball. 3 packs mixing up my NBA playoff as well as baseball. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. I am the unit leader in baseball this year. So get on board and match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion you'll find over at Tony'sPicks.com. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, we're with you here Monday through Friday here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is the Tony Six Morning Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us to get the plays. And, of course, if you ever happen to miss any of our live shows, they're very simple to find. Just head on right over to our YouTube channel, and there you just have to hit our live tab, and you'll be able to check out our live show. Also, it archives all of our live streams here. As you can see, Rod hosts the happy hour Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so you can find our replays here just hitting the live tab. You could also hit the video tab. A lot of great content here on our YouTube channel. Al Nino's looking for those 3 dogs of the day for you. He's picked out 3 at MLB. Rod will go deep dive with you from the NHL. I'll go some deep dive here at MLB as well as NBA. So check out our YouTube channel for a lot of great content there every day over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find it there for you. Also, the shorts, you'll maybe see sometimes content there from Brian as well as Nick coming in with some content there. And, man, our views are just going way up here, guys. So check us out. We're a very popular channel as of the content's really coming in through from our guys and producing great content for you there over at Tony's Picks. So check it out if you would. Tony's Picks YouTube channel for a lot more free picks there. And, of course, we appreciate everyone who joins us here for this live show. Very good there. I just want to give shout out to our man here, Ron Hahn, who runs the chat for us. Ron's also part of our team here at Tony'sPicks.com. He runs our chat. You don't see him on video much, but he does. He's in the chat room running it for us, and he's got 3 teamer for you guys today. He's also featured at Tony'sPicks.com. So check out Ron Hahn over there. He's got 2 best bets in the NBA, ready to rock and roll for you guys there today at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let some of the cappers talk about their content over on the YouTube channel. Rod, of course, you cover the happy hour, and you go deep diving with these NHL.
Yeah, definitely deep diving. I'll be covered on every NHL going in the playoffs. So definitely look for those on the YouTube channel. And I can't wait. We're about a month away, Tony. We'll see some WNBA back as well.
Yeah.
So can't wait for that. Should be some exciting stuff going there too. So be on the lookout for that coming soon too. So definitely check out the YouTube channel. It's getting bigger and bigger as we continue to roll along here at Tony's Picks. Definitely deep dive some of those. You can see Al's plays. Tony's rolling with some plays over there. And then some of the other cappers you see. Usually Chris got one up there as well. So definitely go check those out.
Absolutely. That as well. Of course, Al Nino's, you're always looking for those dogs.
Yeah, I think we're coming off a 2-1 day and trying to keep it rolling there. Maybe not my proudest 3 dogs today. Might be some popular dogs, but may have made up for it on the show today. Gave some pretty ugly ones on the morning show today. So go back and listen to those if you don't like the 3 dogs in the video. But anyways, they're dogs on the money line. So if you like some plus money, go take a shot with them.
There you go, guys out there from Alex. Check out our YouTube channel. Of course, get our premium plays over at Tony's Picks. We're ready to roll here for this big Saturday. Always exciting day here on this Saturday with all the great action here from Major League Baseball as well as the NBA and NHL playoffs. Looking forward to it. All right, that's going to do it for the show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Anything have anything to say before we close it out?
Yep, you're going to take Norman Powell to get over 25 points today. He's absolute beast against the Nuggets. He's scored 28-plus points in the last 4 games versus these Denver Nuggets. And guess what? You can get a plus 425 on that price for Norman Powell. 25-plus points today in that game. Love Norman Powell. Hey, Can't complain about Norman Powell. Why? Got a little... soft spot, good old Norman Powell, come from Toronto.
Yeah,
love Normie, and I love and Kawhi. You know where I'll be cheering. Might have to find me a Clippers banner up here somewhere soon.
There you go.
Go. I mean, I'm torn because I like SGP, say SGA and Canadian, right? But I also good old Normie Powell and Kawhi. Hey, they brought us this championship, so.
It's good to have a third scoring option because a lot of attention will be on Harden and on Kawhi. And Norman Powell is a very capable third option. Very capable.
Massive option. He loves playing Denver. He's 28 plus points in 4 straight. Take Norman Powell over 25 plus points today. Plus 420. 5 on your money.
Clippers and blue playoff experience there. There you go. All right. There you go. He's got experience there. That'll do it for the show, guys. We're back again tomorrow. We'll wake up out, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony C Morning Show.